Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, for coming back to the channel, for stopping on by. I appreciate you coming on through. Let's today listen to some Rickie Lee Jones. We're going to listen to this track, The Last Chance Texaco. This is off of her self-titled album and debut album, released in 1979. This was suggested, and I forgot to pull up the name. Hold on. I can do it really quick. Hold on. I can do it really quick. Texaco. Hold on. I'll get you. This is recommended by Brumley, Twitch, R. Gray, Brumley Hall, which may be related, and M. Gideon Hoyle. So thank you guys so much for the suggestion. Okay, so I've heard the name Rickie Lee Jones, and for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, I feel like either I've heard her before in some capacity, or we've mentioned her name before in some capacity. I do not know, but I definitely recognize her name. And I looked really quickly at her top tracks on Spotify, but I don't recognize any of them. The Moon is Made of Gold, Chucky's in Love, Easy Money on a Saturday or on Saturday afternoons, and Makin' Whoopee. Gotta tell you, I don't recognize any of those, so I'm not sure if I just recognize her name or if I actually have heard a song from her before. But regardless, we're about to hear a song right now, so let me pull it up right here. We will talk about it after. Here we go.
Long stretch of headlights build into our night. They tiptoe into truck stops and sleepy diesel lights. Volcanoes rumble in the taxi, glow in the dark. Camels in the driver's seat. A slow, easy march.
I like that sound booming.
But you ran out of gas down the road of peace, and then the battery went dead. Now the cable won't reach.
Nice note change there.
It's your last chance. Check under the hood, your last chance.
I like how the notes of the guitar start swinging here.
Too good, your last chance to trust the man with the stars. 'Cause you found the last chance. Texaco.
Is this a grower, huh?
Well, you try to be standard, you try to be more. You tried living in a world and in a shell. There was this black busted blonde, and he loved her free parts of labor, but she broke down and died. Through all the rods that it gave her, oh, but this one ain't fuel injected. Her blood is disconnected. She gets scared and she stalls, but she just needs a man. That's all. It's her last chance. Her time is over. Last chance. She can't idle this long. Her last chance. Turn her over and go. Pull it out of the last chance. Texaco.
Oh.
Chance.
thought it was like the car passing by, but she used her voice to do that. That was funny. That's good. That's great. Great production too. Yeah, this is a really, really good grower of a song. And I don't mean like I didn't immediately like it and like I grew into it. No, I'm not talking about me. I like the song. I'm talking about how the song progressed. It's a grower. It starts from simple, bare bones, Rickie singing with the guitar, and at first I'm like, okay, we've all heard this type of music before. We kind of can expect kind of where it's going, and maybe it's because I'm not familiar with her music or anything, but that's where I was kind of placing her. But then so slowly, ever so slowly, everything begins to adorn itself around the music, around her voice and the guitar. First of all, speaking about the guitar, I really enjoyed how it didn't just strum along, for lack of better word, lackadaisical, right? It didn't just like, okay, we're playing the chords, here you go. Especially as the music began to reach into there wasn't a chorus really, but as the music began to grow, it kind of enriched itself. The guitar would play a little different. You would hear those strikes, those quick strums. The notes began to change. I don't know anything about notes, scales, all that stuff. However, I'm pretty sure it sounded like the scale, right? Yeah, the scale. I think that it changed, like, I don't know, in the first minute 30 seconds when it began to kind of change a little bit. I think so. It sounded like the notes were all changing. The looming sound, which I'm not quite sure what it was, that began to appear later in that first verse. That's when I kind of saw this proverbial thunderhead in the music, and I was like, something's coming. I don't know where it's going. I don't know, what the weather's going to be like when it gets overhead, but I see it coming. And then once again, the way the drums came in, the rest of the music, it was just really, really beautiful. Her singing even came out a little bit, and how beautiful was her voice when she had those moments. I like the subtlety in the verses and how, she was more just reserved. But then there's those little moments where it just like puts fireworks in the night sky. And she never overdid it. She didn't diva it up because the song didn't need that. It wasn't necessary. As a matter of fact, it'd probably take away from the music. She handled it absolutely wonderfully, perfectly. And then the ending, which I mentioned, when you have her voice coming in, pretty much acting like passing cars on the road, which this song references quite a bit. Not only is it really cool just to hear her voice, her doing that, obviously she's doing it a lot better, but even the production, whoever's handling that, not only did they allow her to, of course, fade herself in, probably backing up and moving forward from the mic, but the producer actually panned her voice so it actually moved from left to right or right to left. I can't remember now how it moved, but it did move. It did pan, which I thought was a nice little touch to make that point. Hold on. To drive that point even further home. See what I... A long stretch of headlights bends into I-9, tiptoe into truck stops and sleepy diesel eyes. Volcanoes rumble in the taxi and glow in the dark. Camels in the driver's seat, a slow, easy mark. Oh, a slow, easy mark. Someone to take advantage of. But you ran out of gas down the road a piece. Then the battery went dead and now the cable won't reach. It's your last chance to check under the hood. Last chance, she ain't sounding so good. Your last chance to trust the man with the star. You found the last chance, Texaco. So, this is how I'm taking it. I'm not thinking it's a literal journey down the road and, this guy ran out of gas and, he has to fix things. I don't think so at all. I think it's really just a euphemism for their relationship. He's ran out of gas and, this relationship has basically run its course, for lack of a better word. And then it has a bunch of references to gas stations, obviously in the song title, but while he tried to be standard, he tries to be mobile, he tried living in a world and in a shell. There was this block-busted blonde, he loved her, free parts and labor, but she broke down and died and threw all the rods he gave her. But this one ain't fuel injected, her plug's disconnected. She gets scared and she stalls, she just needs a man, that's all. It's her last chance, her timing's all wrong. Her last chance, she can't idle this long, like she can't wait. Her last chance, turn her over and go, pulling out of the last chance, Texaco, the last chance. I think that the way that she's written this and used the, of course, comparisons with cars, breaking down mechanics and the gas stations, and relating that to a relationship quite clearly in there as she, kind of brings it out of that world. I think that is just so good and so artfully done the way that she did that. It's not beating you over the head with it. There's a lot of references, but they work well. They set a place. They set a setting, for lack of a better word. And I don't know I-9. I'm imagining it's a long road in a desert. That's at least just what I'm guessing. But you can definitely see, like, you know, the relationship deteriorating, running out of gas, and the way that she aptly kind of brings it all together. I think that that's really, really nice. So, great track. Really nice song. Anyways, thank you guys for the suggestion. Let me know what you all thought of it, though. However, let me know, was this a full tank? Or were you running on E throughout this one? Let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. Support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here and listening as always. And I'll see you all later. Bye.